That's my arrangement of I Want You by Bob Dylan from the album Blonde on Blonde. I did a video of this and put it on YouTube quite a few years ago, and it's the only video I've put up that anyone really listens to. And a few people have asked if I could teach how to play it, so I'm going to have a go at doing that now, taking this lockdown opportunity to try something I've not done before. If you want to support this kind of behaviour, you can always buy one of my albums from Bandcamp. I'll put the link down below. And I'm going to call this part 1 just in case there is a part 2. I'm not going to get all the way through it. I won't cover the bridge in this one. So if you've got any questions, let me know and I'll try and address them in part 2. So I'll just get on with it. So the picking style is similar to Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. So if you can play that Bob Dylan song, kind of like this. So if you're familiar with that alternating thumb style, this should be alright for you. If you're not, you might want to watch kind of halfway and go away and practice that, and then come back and try the rest when you're comfortable with that alternating bass playing. But I will break that down before we move on too far. A good place for Bob Dylan resources is the website dylanchords.info. You can find all the chords to all his songs there, and you can find some tabs for things like Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. So if you're on the chords to I Want You, you can go over there. This is in the same key as the album version on Blonde on Blonde, the key of F, and I'm playing C shapes with a capo at the 5th fret to make it sound like F. So I'm just going to use the names of the chords, how they look, so I'm going to call this a C because it looks like a C. So you need to get yourself a capo and put it on the 5th fret to play along, and you can play along on the album with the capo at the 5th fret. So we'll just talk about what the fingers and thumb are doing. So the thumb is going to keep a steady rhythm all the way through, and it's alternating between either the 5th or the 6th and the 4th string. So if we're playing a chord where the root is on the 5th string, like C, the thumb is going to play the 5th string and then the 4th string, 5th, 4th, and it's just going to alternate between those all the time we're playing that chord. And if we're counting in beats to the bar, then they're going to be on the beat. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I tend to do when I'm doing that is I hit the 4th string, so that's beats 2 and 4, a little bit harder. Sometimes I'm kind of ending up hitting the 3rd string as well. And if you kind of accentuate those 2 and 4 beats, it just gives it a bit more bounce. So for the C chord, you're going to be doing 5th and 4th string, and that will also apply to A minor because you've got the root on the 5th string. And when you're going to play G, you're going to move your thumb to start on the 6th string. So we're playing the 6th and then the 4th. Same with F. And this F chord, some of you are going to hate this, but I'm using my thumb to play the F chord. So you can do an F like that, but it doesn't really work for this style of playing because you need your little finger. So you need to be able to hammer on and take off your 1st and 2nd finger. And you need your little finger to be able to play other notes. So we're going to play an F like this. So you've got the treble bit there, and then you've got your thumb reaching round. You don't have to worry about the A string because we're not going to be playing that. Yeah, so F, you're going from the 6th to the 4th. And then E minor the same. So let's just go through the chords doing that, just with our thumb. Might want to skip this part if you know what you're doing already. So I'll shout the chords out. So we're going C, to later. So that's the kind of structure of the verse, and then the chorus is very similar, just I think it's a little bit shorter. So now we've got the chords and the thumb doing what it's supposed to do. We're going to have to start adding in some treble notes. So I'm going to split what I'm playing into two parts, kind of two patterns, which is a 2-bar phrase. So they've got the first bar and the second bar. I'm going to call it pattern 1 and pattern 2, so you don't get confused. So we'll start with pattern 1, and for the C chord it's basically this. So this is pattern 1, and it's a bar long. So I'm going to break this down into 2 parts. First part, you just play the 5th string on its own, and then you play the 4th string and the 1st string together. And that's over the C chord, so just holding down normal C shape here. So that's alright, isn't it? And then the second half of that is so that's 5th string, 2nd string, 4th string, 3rd string. So 5th, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, and it's thumb, finger, thumb, finger. And I'm using, all the way through this, I'm going to use my thumb and these 2 fingers. You can get away with 1 finger if you want. I never really use 3 fingers, but mostly 2 fingers. So I'm using my 2nd finger for that first bit, and then my 2nd and 1st for the, and that's the 5th string, 2nd string, 4th string, 3rd string. So if you practice that a few times, then we just have to add on the, and then that's the whole of pattern 1. So it's 5th, 4th and 1st together, 5th, 2nd, 4th, 3rd. Just play that slowly a couple of times. So that's a bar, and that's pattern 1. So let's just try doing the chords with just that pattern. See if we can play the whole verse just using that pattern. Obviously, it's going to change when we get to the chords where the root's on the 6th string, like E minor. So for E minor, we're obviously going to be playing the 6th and the 4th. So it's going to go. Fingers are playing exactly the same strings. A minor back to the 5th string root, and G, 6th string root, etc. So let's just go through that. So I'm going to do pattern 1 twice for each chord, and then we'll just go through the whole sequence like that. So starting on C. Alright, so I'd go away and practice that. If you're not used to this kind of style, go away and practice that till you can do that without thinking about it too much. And then we'll move on to pattern 2. So basically what happens, instead of repeating pattern 1, for each chord we're going to play pattern 1 and then pattern 2 for the second half of the chord. So for the second bar of each chord. So it's going to go pattern 1, then pattern 2. This is pattern 2 on its own. So this is a little bit more complicated because you've got to move some fingers on the left hand. So you start by moving your first finger down in the key over the C chord. Move your first finger down to the first string, first fret. And you're going to play it on the first beat with the 5th string. So it's 5th string and 1st string, 1st fret. So I'll just move this finger so you can see what I'm doing there. Obviously that's going to be there for the C chord. So, and then you're taking that finger off for the next time you pluck the 1st string, which is straight, which is before you come down with your thumb on the 4th. So it's finger twice and then the 4th string. So that's the first half of pattern 2. Once you play the 4th string, your little finger is going to have to go onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So the actual melody we're playing here is, so it's 1st fret, 1st string, 1st string open, 3rd fret, 2nd string, then 1st string open again. And those last 2 notes, they come in between the thumb. So you've got that little finger before we hit the 5th string, then the 1st string open before we hit the 5th string. So just do that, try that very slowly. So that works fine for the first 3 chords. So when we put that together with pattern 1, if you remember, pattern 1 was and then we do those straight after each other, pattern 1 then pattern 2. That is the whole chord there, the whole 2-bar pattern. And then that will work over the E minor as well, just starting with our thumb on the 6th string obviously. And the A minor 2. Except the A minor ends on the second string instead of going back onto the first string to end. And then unfortunately the G is a little bit more complicated. But let's just do the first 3 chords, doing pattern 1 and pattern 2 after each other. So we start with the C, pattern 1, pattern 2, E minor, pattern 1, pattern 2, A minor, pattern 1, pattern 2-ish, and then the G is totally different. So we have got a load of pull-offs there, which make things confusing. So we start with this is the only real extra thing we have to learn, and then we pretty much know the whole thing. So just bear with us. So here you've got your little finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then you've just got the rest of the G shape there. So I'm playing the 6th string and the 2nd string together. And then the 4th string on its own. And then before I go back to the 6th string with my thumb, I'm putting my first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then I'm playing that, and then as my thumb hits the 6th string again, I'm pulling off. So that might be confusing. So it's playing in between the beat, and then pulling off on the beat. And then obviously play the 4th string again. So we got little finger on the 2nd string there. And then we have to do another pull off on the 3rd string from the 2nd fret. So the whole melody there is. So we're starting that in between the beat and pulling off when the thumb hits the 6th string again. And you can just carry on with your thumb going from 6 to 4 there, but I think I've added another thing there. It's a little hammer on the 3rd string, play the 2nd string open, play the 3rd string 2nd fret, and then pull off. Yeah, it's hard to do. So you are playing the 5th string and the 3rd string together, and then pulling off. Cool, so then we just move to the F chord. So we're going to do the same kind of pattern that we've done for the C, E minor, A minor, and yeah, for those chords, with the F here and the G. But for pattern 1, instead of starting on the 1st string, we're going to start on the 2nd string and just play that twice. So for the C it was starting on For the F we're going to go so it's pattern 1, but we're just doing two plucks on the second string instead of going. We're going pattern 1, and then pattern 2 is going to involve the first string. So the first string on the first fret, sorry, the second string on the first fret, and then the second string open, and then the third string second fret. So that whole F chord will be something like that. And then the same on the G. So the melody this time is 3rd fret of the second string, first string, open, sorry, first fret, second string, and then open, all on the second string, so 3rd fret, first fret, and then open. So it's kind of the same as what we're doing for the C, but we're kind of mostly staying around the second string. And then we've got the A minor again, which I think is the same as the first time we played it. G again, with annoying pull-offs, and then we have this little impossible riff that goes that someone's playing ridiculously fast on electric guitar, and I don't always get it right. Actually, I very rarely get it right. I think it might be impossible as well because it ends on the 4th string 3rd fret, and then you've got to get back to the 5th string 3rd fret to start the C again. But to break that down, it's the 6th string open, hammer on the 1st, hammer on the 3rd, so open 1, 3, then the 5th string open, then hammer on the 2nd, hammer on the 3rd, so 0, 2, 3, and then the 4th string open, and then hammer on 2 and 3 again. So it's 0, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3. If you do it really fast, it should sound like. And then you go back to C. So I just play through that whole thing really slowly, and then I'll play it at full speed. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments. I might do a part 2 for this because we've still got the bridge to cover, and I might have missed some bits out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.